We started 4.5 years ago. So we were, the first yacht show we went to was in 2019. So we've had a year and a half, well, 2 years out now, but we're back in force this year. There are two elements to our business. There's Vita Yachts, which is our boats with our powertrains in, and then Vita Power, which is the powertrain. Certainly for a lot of the discussions this week have been around putting electric propulsion systems into super yacht tenders. So what's really clear is that owners specifically, but also captains and first officers and crew are wanting to move to some of their tenders to being electric. And that's really what they want to know, what the technology is, where it's going, how it's advancing, where it's going to be in 3 years' time when the mothership is launched that might be in build. Want to understand the reliability of the systems and access to charging infrastructure and etc. So there's lots of just reassurance. They want to understand what the market's doing. We've sold powertrains already to one of the major tender builders in Europe. We've got a number of other contracts that are hopefully going to be closed imminently. There's active demand. I'd say there are 10 active inquiries right now for propulsion systems on electric tenders, for sure, minimum. A yacht tender goes between 3 and 5 nautical miles from a port to a mothership. It's rare that they go, especially a limo tender, going much further than that. So to not go electric, there's no excuse not to, in my mind. But then I would say that. There's no compromise with our boat in terms of speed. We 22 knots cruising speed and 35 knots top speed. So because it's electric propulsion, it's got loads of torque. The acceleration's amazing. So there's no compromise in terms of the boating experience by having a VT yacht or any electric yacht. But it's the silence, it's the lack of pollution, and it's just a much more enjoyable experience. You've got to go on an electric boat to really appreciate what it's all about. We picked up an owner's rep yesterday morning from one of the hotels down there who, to all intents and purposes, had written off electric tenders for a project he was working on. And after a 10-minute sea trial, he was like, "Oh my God, it's here." It's this perception that it's a concept, that it's an idea, is not correct. We can provide an electric propulsion system for a yacht tender today, and it's absolutely viable. All of our engineering team, our technical team, are ex-automotive, Formula 1, Formula E, and we're bringing all of that experience and knowledge and technology across into marine. So this is tried and tested stuff. We're just repackaging it, reapplying it to what's happening in this sector.